It's live now. Hey guys, welcome to the Super Yacht Captain live stream. So basically today I'm going to be answering your questions, and I'm going to explain to you a few things that's happening on board. And so let me know your questions, throw them in, and we'll go from there, guys. So all is good. So let's just do this quickly. So Jonathan Kennedy, it's 3 minutes late. I don't know what that means, Jonathan, because I didn't plan a live chat. Andrew Brown, thoughts on joining a boat club? Really, Andrew, it depends what you're looking for, to be honest with you, because what do you want to get out of your club? It's a great way to meet new people and to get into boating. Sandra Og, hi. John B, hey Tristan. Sin629, hi. Cedric Pasut, hi. Lionel Fournier, hi Tristan. Glenn Morris, hi Tristan. Alistair, I can't pronounce your surname, Alistair, I apologise. Sehenta, yo. Joey Reedman, hello. CDR, hi. Hi. Guys, thank you so much for saying hello and hi. Please send your questions in. Big fan. Lose a mustache. Do you guys not like my attempt to a mustache? I have to say that my granddad, unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. He had a very similar face to mine. He had a baby face. He couldn't really grow anything. But since I've been in isolation, I've, against my fiance's wishes, I've not shaved. So I do apologise, guys. I do agree. It needs to go. David Smith, good morning from Hull. Good morning, David. Neil said hello. Good morning, Bob Lally from California. Wayne has said good morning, Tristan. So, Tristan, is the raffle still going on? Right, guys. So this is a situation with the raffle, because this is a question I get in a lot. The raffle is still active, right? Unfortunately, the truth is that we haven't sold, enough tickets yet in order to, tell who the winner is, because we need to cover the costs of the charter, the fuel, the boat, and all this. So, as the raffle clearly states, it will be announced. The winner will be announced once all the tickets are sold. So, guys, please buy more tickets. Send it to your friends and family. It is still very, very much active. I'm doing what I can to promote it. I honestly thought we'll sell more tickets a lot more quicker than we have, but the reality is that we haven't, which I find very, it's a bit difficult to understand, considering we have 90,000, almost 90,000 subscribers now, and I really hoped at least one and two of you would buy at least one ticket, but it's not been the case. So for those of you that have bought a ticket, thank you so much. Don't worry, it is still very much open. The competition is still very much there, and like I said, is that it's not just a yacht. The flights for you and 5 of your guests will be covered from your local international airport to the boat. Your transfer to the boat, all your food and drinks and water sports and fuel and boating, everything is covered. So there is no cost to you. All you have to do is get yourself to your international airport, and that's it. And tickets cost £15, which is around like $20 US. So, guys, please show your support. I mean, if you want your dream vacation on a super yacht, just check the link in the description. It's the raffle link. And all you got to do, you fill out a few details, you buy your ticket from $20, and you answer a very simple question. So best of luck to all of you. And this, to be very clear, is done through a certified third party. We have nothing to do with the winner. It is completely certified by a third party company, which is a UK registered company, United Kingdom registered company. So let's go through the questions here, guys. Good. Are you stuck? Okay, so at the moment, guys, just so you know, the boat is now, some of you may or may not know, is in the hangar in Italy, The vessel is now completely shut down. All the crew off the boat. The majority of the crew are in the crew apartment in Italy, and Jiv, who is my partner, and I, we're in the house in France. We're all in isolation. A question that I've been getting a lot is what's happening with crew within the industry and their jobs. Unfortunately, I've heard that multiple crew are losing their jobs because of this virus. And this goes back to what I've been saying for months and years actually, is it's not about the boat you work on, it's about the people you work for. And we as a crew are very fortunate. We have an owner who is exceptionally loyal. And as I've said in the past, we have no management company that can just use us and then dispose of us. He's kept all the crew employed with full salary. No government is involved. And he said, no, I'm keeping the crew. They've been loyal to me. I'll be loyal to them. And so we are all in isolation. The boat's in lockdown. So I'm very, very grateful for the owner of the boat for keeping us all employed. Unfortunately, not all owners are so loyal to their crew, but this is why AWOL is such a successful yacht. Like I've always said, it starts from the owner, and we're very grateful. So thank you to the owner of the boat for keeping us all employed and saying you guys are fine. Again, with this whole situation, I hope everybody's doing well. We're all staying in isolation, and I can only hope that your family's doing well. I know of friends and families of ours that have contracted the virus. Fortunately, they're doing okay, and I can only hope for the best. Next question. How will the how will the virus affect the industry? So for us, unfortunately, it's been quite negative. We've not had any charter bookings. We had 3 bookings before the whole virus thing came out, and now they're open to be cancelled because they're repeat clients, and we've given the opportunity to say to them, look guys, if you want to cancel that, you can, because we want to have a long-standing relationship with the clients. Again, this is thanks to the owner of the boat. You know, fortunately he's in a position to still maintain the yacht and maintain the crew, so we're extremely thankful for that. Murray Watson, hello from Brisbane, Australia. Hello Murray. Hello. We got here, what state do you think the charter industry, just answer that question. Good to see you live. How's the barbecue been? From Max Nor. Max, the barbecue was wonderful. The Givinator, so my fiance, she made a beautiful potato salad and a quinoa salad, and I made a nice barbecue, or in South Africa they say a braai. We had some ping pong, a glass of rosé, and it was wonderful in the sunshine. We're very fortunate actually that we've got a garden, because I've got family that of mine, my brother and my mother, they live in very small apartments and have no garden, and you know, stuck inside. I know a lot of people in the same position, so we're very thankful that we are able to, you know, sit outside in the garden, thankfully. Again, no, we're Jiv and I are not Italy, so the rest of the crew are in Italy in the crew apartment. We're at the house in France in isolation. Tommy Chamflone, again, I'm sorry, I apologize. I apologize if I pronounce your name incorrectly. How hectic is a boat with guests and a full crew? It's not hectic at all. You get into a rhythm, you get into a routine. You know, through years and years of experience, you learn how to manage each situation. With, you know, every guest is different. We're used to it now. You know, it's hard work, but like anything, it's very rewarding, and it's what I've been doing for many years. Is the yacht industry getting affected by the pandemic? Yeah, the yachting industry is really affected, but all we can do is take it day by day, guys, and see what happens at the end of it. Lionel says, taking an early start on Movember. Lionel, as I said earlier, with this bad boy, unfortunately, I've got, well, not unfortunately, I have the same face as my granddad. He had a baby face, can't really grow anything. And since being in isolation, been growing, even though the missus doesn't like it at all. So I might have to take it off after this live chat because a lot of you are commenting on this terrible excuse of some sort of facial hair, whatever it is. Next question, guys. We've got here. Jab Miss, hi from Australia. What's like to be home for a change? How was it? How's it been? Stay at home, stay go. It's been nice being at home, but I think as most of you know, I'm in my element being on board Motor Yacht AWOL because I do my job and I get great videos for you guys. And although it's been great, Jim and I had a fantastic time. You may notice actually every 2 days I'm posting videos on the Super Yacht Captain YouTube channel. So that is the benefit, but very, very excited to get the boat finished, get it back in the water, hopefully sooner rather than later, and starting the season. Yeah, really want to get into that. Nauticus, hi Tristan. Harold, wow, Setha, will you sail to the wonderful Sweden this season? Harold, Sweden. I started my career working for a company called Marina Marbella, which when I started was owned by two brothers from Sweden called Göran and Lars Sundberg. And every summer they would bring in guys from the Swedish Navy to help, captain and skipper the boats around the Med. And I have many good friends from Sweden. One of my closest friends, a guy called Christian, Daniel, got Rickard, got Roger. There's so many other guys. If they're watching this, I apologize I mentioned you, but got some very good memories. I've been to Sweden twice before. Went to where we go? We went to Gothenburg. We went to Gothenburg. Then I drove a car down with a friend of mine to the south of France. And then another time we got onto a ferry and we took a boat to Helsinki to Finland, and we had a bit of a party on board this boat. So yeah, no, all good. Joey Redman, stages of safety when emergency is happening. Joey, this is going to take ages. The thing is, stages of emergencies, what I suggest you do, Joey, I'm guessing you already know the answer to this, but I'm guessing you're asking to see if I know, is just check your bridge procedures guide. That will answer all your questions. Alistair, nobody gets my last name. Think it's because it means tax collector in Austria. I hope you're not a tax collector. Rafi Saunders. Rafi. Are you related to Billy Jones Saunders by any chance? Because he's an exceptionally good boxer. Do owner-operators of the 23-unit boats need Our Ocean certification to go between mainland Italy and Corsica? Thanks. So, yes, if you are outside UK waters and you're navigating, say, within Europe, you will need a license that will stipulate you're qualified to navigate the vessel, in outside of coastal waters. Glenn Morris, has the coronavirus postponed the AWOL holiday raffle? Glenn, the reality is no, because the raffle is, like it says the raffle will go live once all tickets are sold. So the way we're standing at the moment, it will seem that the winner will be announced, but then we'll have the week vacation on board Motor Yacht AWOL in the 2021 season. Now, don't think that is a negative thing. It's a very positive thing, because at the moment we have no idea what's going on for the 2020 season. So the raffle winners might be in a very awkward situation. So in a way, it's been quite a positive thing. Phil Chitty, hey Tristan. Oops. Phil Chitty, hey Tristan. Hope you're safe and healthy. Are the crew all okay? Phil from Bracknell. Phil, thank you for asking. The crew are all doing well, and just all they can do. We're in isolation. taking it day by day. We're very lucky that we're all still employed, to be honest with you. Hedgen, do you hate the closed season? Well, hate is quite a strong word. I'm unsure what's going to happen this season. Like everybody within the industry, it's very basically, as I said before, our hands are tied. We don't know what's going to happen between now and this season, or months to come. So we just got to take it day by day, to be honest. Silver OT, hi Tristan. Just so you know, Tristan is spelled with Tristan, not Tin, Silver, but no harm done. And he said, cheers from Texas. Hey, Tristan from Texas. I've never been to Texas, but I've heard good things, and hopefully one day we'll go. Thomas Artar, where is Barbara this year? Does she have her own yacht to captain? So, for those of you who don't know, Barbara left us last year, and very happy to say that Jason, who was a deckhand last year, who won the deckhand award at the 2019 Crew Awards, which I was so proud of, he's been moved up now to Chief Officer because he was more than ready. And Barbara left, she went off, she got her Master 500 Captain's exam, which is an exceptionally difficult exam to pass. So, congratulations to Barbara. From last time we spoke, Barbara is on a sailing boat. It's actually, for those of you who know Sailing La Vagabonde, they have their particular brand of catamaran. Barbara's on the same catamaran with a friend of hers, and they're just cruising around at the moment. Lambros, hi from Cyprus. Hey Lambros, thank you for joining us. Hank Moody. Hank? Is that supposed to say Hank? I don't know. Hank Moody. Isn't that a character from a TV show? It sounds familiar. Just try the mustache. I'm getting a lot of comments in this bad boy, yeah? I do apologize, guys. Next time I'll shave. Ed F. Good morning, Tristan from Chicago. Ed, hello. I'm sure... what do I know about Chicago? Chicago, I know, is exceptionally windy because of the waters, the lakes you got there. I know you have the Chicago Bulls. That's the most famous basketball player in the world, Michael Jordan, or the most famous basketball player of all time. And I believe that the former president, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, are also from Chicago. So I'm terribly sorry. That's all I know about Chicago. Elton Malone. Hi, greetings from Aruba. How easy or difficult is it to get into the business? As an island boy, do I have some experience on the sea? Do you have any tips? So, Elton, what I suggest is you go onto the channel and you look at Captain's Vlog number 12, working on a super yacht, how to get a job on a super yacht, and I explain exactly what you need to do in order to do that. CD, so Charlie Delta says, what are you doing to amuse yourself in isolation? So, I'm doing live chats like this. I don't know if any of you guys tuned in, but Bob Dennison from Dennison Yachting did a live broadcast. He did an 8 hours live boat show. It was really, really good. Go and check it out. Go to DennisonYachting.com and go and see their online boat show. It's really fantastic. We had David Seal from Yachts for Sale on there, had Nick from Alcoholics, all the guys, and no, it was a lot of fun to do. And then creating videos has been great. Been, publishing videos every second day, I think. Stephen Pitts, hi, Saltish, Cornwall. Saltash, Cornwall. Hey, Stephen. Sorry, apologies for that. Hello to you in Cornwall. Chris Gillum, thoughts on getting into yachting in your late 40s? Now, Chris, it really depends on your experience. Are you coming from a commercial shipping background? I know guys in their 40s and later than the 40s who've come into the industry and have finished their careers in yachting. The great thing about yachting, everything is possible as long as you prove yourself. Alan Tillett, hi from China. Wow. My first stewardess on Motor Yacht, Lizzie, her surname was also Tillett. I wonder if you guys are related. JJ, what's up, JJ? Good morning from Seattle. There's a lot of American followers on today. Hello, US. I hope you guys are all keeping well in the USA. And Seattle seems like quite a cool place. I have a story about Seattle. I was supposed to go to Seattle actually, Jay, before we bought Motor Yacht AWOL. We looked at a expedition yacht. I'm trying to remember the name. The name of the yacht was something like Kindness to the World, and it was like a 30-meter yacht with a helipad on it, believe it or not. And it was in Seattle, and we had agreed the price. And before the surveyor and I were going to fly over, all of a sudden the seller said he wanted $1 million more for it. And obviously, my boss said there's no way, and I was like, there's no way. And then he lost the sale, so we walked away from that. That's quite a true story, that. Gib, greetings from Arizona. Hope you and the crew are all healthy. Hello, Jib or Gib. Yes, we're all very well, thank you. And hello to you in Arizona as well. Neil Gustart, sorry I have not watched your channel for some time. Neil, if you haven't watched the channel, there's so many great videos. You must go and watch it now. Sylvester Andre, hi from Switzerland. Hey Sylvester, I was actually in Switzerland a couple of weeks ago at a winter of luxury ski chalet. So we have AWOL, a way of life, and AWOL winter of luxury in Verbier. So guys, if you haven't seen that, if you like skiing, check out www.awinterofluxury.com or check out their Instagram account, A Winter of Luxury. It is this beautiful ski chalet in the center of Verbier, like right in the town center. You're a couple of minutes walk away from the lifts, and the skiing there is absolutely phenomenal. So thanks to Sylvester. Mick Charities. Hey Mick, do you feel any overwhelming pressure of being in control of a boat that is so expensive? That's quite an interesting question, actually, Mick. I think like anything in life, whether you're a captain on a super yacht, whether you're a pilot or on a helicopter or a plane, or you're a CEO of a corporate company, it comes with the experience and the knowledge, and it comes with, it's not just all on you. You have the fortunate thing that we have is that we have a team behind us that is exceptionally supportive, and more importantly, I've got a boss that he is exceptionally understanding and very trusting and believes in my ability. And the reality is it's all been very successful. The times, to be honest with you, Mick, is, as I've said in previous videos in the past, the time that I feel most under pressure is when you're coming into harbor or into port with a very strong beam wind and you need to dock between two super yachts. Although with a year's experience, you learn how to do it, you learn how to communicate with your team and with the harbor assistants, you still get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, in that nerves, even after all these years. So, yeah. Michael Volter. Hey Tristan, do you have an ultimate boat to captain skipper of? So Michael, as I've said again and again, it's, for me, it's not about the boat or the ship or the vessel. It's always been about the people that you work with and the people that you work for. And even since I got my new Master 3000 captain's license, I'm gonna stay on board Motor Yacht AWOL as long as the owner wants it. If he decides to then buy a bigger boat and he wants me to captain his boat, I will stay with him. Captain, do you have Wayne Lagasse? Do you have work, or are you just trying to kill time, the rest of us? So Wayne, at the moment, what I'm doing, I'm doing lots of editing with videos. I've actually, I don't know if you guys saw, or if you watch my, if you follow Instagram, on my Instagram stories, about a couple of hours ago, I posted whether or not you guys want to see me do a review, an honest review from a super yacht captain's point of view of the TV show, the Bravo TV show Below Deck. And I've done that, I've recorded it, I've got to edit it, and it should be published tomorrow at 3 o'clock French time. That's GMT +1. So make sure you check that out. Rennie Moraski, hey from New York City, New York. Gotta love a bit of Frank Sinatra and Alicia Keys. Tom Ron Carelli, sorry Tom, I'm so sorry Tom. Tom Roncarelli, sunny Devon here. Have you ever brought the boat into British waters, i.e. Dartmouth? Tom, I haven't brought AWOL into British waters, but when we collected Motor Yacht Lizzie, which is the captain that I was on before AWOL, same owner, he still owns Lizzie. It was built in Tampa in Florida, and we shipped it from there to Southampton, UK. We used it in Southampton, we went down to Isle of Wight, and then from there we shipped it to Gibraltar, but never been to Dartmouth. However, I have been to Dartmouth because I know there you have the Navy College in Dartmouth, and I did my officer, my OW oral prep there with a former commander in the Royal Navy called, what's his name? His name is Sean O'Reilly. So Commander Sean O'Reilly from the Royal Navy was one of my instructors for my OW prep course from Dartmouth, and I went to Dartmouth to his house actually to do the prep course. Okay, next question. We've got France Jun. Sorry, France. These semi-foreigners, I can't pronounce these names. You've got the U with the 2 dots in it. I'm soon finished with Maritime Academy in Norway. I would love to go to the fjords of Norway. It's beautiful there. It looks beautiful. I wonder how to apply for a position as a deck officer in the yachting industry. Thanks for answer. So, France, it's going to be very difficult for you to be a deck officer without any yachting experience because you're going to be leading a team and you need to know about being a deckhand. So if I was you, I would more look at spending a season being a deckhand on board a yacht before becoming an officer, even though you're qualified, because by the sounds of it, you're qualified in the commercial industry and not the yachting industry. Hey guys, just a reminder, actually, if you want your question guaranteed answered, so show your love with Super Chat, because nobody's done any Super Chat, and I'm sitting here and all this support, and so show you Super Chat. The other thing, guys, I don't know if you guys saw, I published a crew stories yesterday about David Seal. Now, David Seal has the Yacht for Sale YouTube channel. You know, he's a lovely guy, and he's told his story about how he started. Believe it or not, David was a window cleaner, and he used to sell those little what are they called? A man to grow. It's basically soil in a stocking to grow grass. And he got to Italy and he joined yachting. So make sure, guys, go and check out that video. It's called The World's Most Famous Super Yacht Broker. It is. When I watched it, because I asked David to do it for me. When I watched it, I had no idea, because David and I were on WhatsApp together quite a lot. And when I watched the story before I edited it, I was like, wow, it's really incredible. Such an amazing story, his success and where he started. And this goes to show the amount of determination and hard work. It really paid off for David. So guys, please be sure to check out that story. Next question. Please explain the raffle from CD. Very easy. The raffle was done by a third-party organization, which are based in the United Kingdom. You basically log on, you put in your details. You have to buy a ticket for £15 or $20 US. You answer a very simple question, and it's like a lottery. Just bear in mind, I don't choose the winner. It's done by an official third party, guys. Honestly, nothing to do with me. So check out the link in the description. Buy your ticket. It's £15. And what somebody said to me the other day, if you buy 10 tickets, you got a 1 in 4,000 chance of winning. So the odds of winning are exceptionally high in comparison to winning the lottery. And for 15 quid, you're at home, you never know. And the truth is, people, my family have asked me if they can buy tickets. I said no, they can't, because then it might, if they were to win, it would look really, bad. So just so you guys know, it's still open. It's there. Check out the link description. It's the raffle link, and yeah, just go and buy your tickets, guys, because then you can be on board Motor Yacht AWOL with me and the crew, having the dream vacation of a lifetime. I wish I could do this. The dream vacation of a lifetime, all expenses paid for. All you have to do is make sure legally, say from a visa point of view, your passport, you can come to Europe and to the Med, and get yourself to your local international airport. Once you're at your local international airport, all the costs from there to the boat and back, to your local international airport are covered by us. So it's a win-win. We have here emergency. What's this? +2. Oh, Mark Russell. Mark Russell, you are absolutely 100% correct. I do apologize. We are now we're GMT +2 since this morning. So thank you, Mark, for that. Just reminded me. Followed you from the first vlog. Stuart Moore followed you from the first vlog. Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate your support. You know what, Stuart? I've looked back at some of the first videos, and I know I get complaints now about some audio, but people need to realize is that I'm not a video expert. My expertise lies in being a captain on a yacht, and still get criticisms today. But my first videos, the audio was terrible. So thank you, Stuart, for being there from day one. Don Shaw, the David Seal video was excellent. Thanks, Don. I agree. It was fantastic. I'm actually Jared Watney. For those of you that follow Jared Watney's channel, he's agreed also to do a crew story. So be sure, I haven't got it yet. I've asked him to record it and send it to me. But be sure, guys, if you follow Jared, if you don't go and follow him, if you do, put some pressure on and say, Jared, please do a crew story for Tristan, because I would really appreciate that. And also, I think we're going to get Nick from Alcoholics to his story as well, which is also fascinating. Erica Fjord, why are AWOL's owners so anonymous? He sounds like a great guy. That's a very good question, Erica. The reality is, if everybody knew the names of owners of these boats, these people will be targeted, whether it be for robberies or muggings or whatever it might be. It is my duty, as a captain, to make sure that he's kept anonymous. He's a lovely man, and he wishes to remain private to protect not so much himself but his family. I'm sure you can understand that, and I'm sure like me and the rest of the world, if we were in his position, we want to remain anonymous and just protect ourselves. The reality is he's completely self-made. He's a lovely guy, but he wants to remain private, which we all must respect. Damo Salford, hello Tristan. Andy M, afternoon Tristan. JJ, Erica, great question. I think I just answered Erica's. Well, I did answer this question. James Eglinton, hello, bet different flag state. I don't understand that one. Stephen Hatcher, hello from Oklahoma. Hello, Stephen. How that you and Jiv are engaged, is she going to be more involved with your vlogs? Oh, now that you're enjoying it. Would interesting to hear her views. So, Stephen, good question. Jiv's not a huge fan of being in front of the camera. She's a huge supporter of the channel, and I respect that. She's been on a few videos which I had to beg her to do, but she wants to remain private. This channel was my decision, not hers, so we got to respect that, right? Is the hunt going for the new yacht? Andy M, how are you? How is the hunt going for the new yacht? Andy M, the hunt for the new yacht is ongoing. We need to sell AWOL first, and at the moment, the sales market in yachting is not doing so well, and nor is the charter market. So we'll see. Everything happens in good time. What else we got here? Any new merchandise due out? Dan Clegg. So Dan, just go and check out Teespring. There's so much merchandise there. Some new stuff coming. I think maybe June, July. But for now, we still got like the winter stuff. But there's some great T-shirts and stuff. We got some very cool caps I'm not wearing now. We got some guys. Check out the Crew Stories towel. When you go to the beach this summer, you got a Crew Stories towel. So Stuart has responded. I said to Stuart about the audio. I do apologize. Yeah, the audio isn't the best, but improves so much. Thanks, Stuart. Appreciate it. Rob B. Hi, Tristan from Rob in the UK. Can I ask you what's the best life jacket for a rib boat? So, Bob, really, if you're on a rib, ideally you want the inflatable life jackets. It really depends on your budget. The truth is, Rob, not in so many items, but with life jackets, the more money you spend, the better the quality. So you got to understand, what is your budget per life jacket, and do the double inflatables. And in my opinion, make sure they have the wheel mark stamp, which means they are SOLAS approved, Safety of Life at Sea. Now, some of you may know SOLAS came out. They're an organization which set the standards. They only came out after the Titanic sunk. So, sad story. Bobax 2 question: if you could work on any size super yacht, what size would be ideal? Blah blah blah. As I mentioned earlier, I truly don't care about the size of the yacht. It's all about the people that you're working with. And right now, although I can go up to 70, 80 meter as captain, I'm very happy on AWOL. It's a great boat, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter the size, to be honest with you guys. Oh, Gib has just said $5 US. Thank you, Gib. What is the most frustrating thing that clients bring to the boat with them, i.e., attitudes, drugs, etc.? I would say the most frustrating thing that they would bring with them is a lack of understanding of expectations on board a yacht. And the reality is, Gib, is it's not the client's fault because they've not been told what their expectations may be. This is a lot of it down to the charter brokers, that they say to them, "Oh, you expect all this and all that." The reality is, we have limited space, and the expectations should be managed. Most frustrating is also the understanding. Again, it's not the client's fault. The understanding of weather. And when I say it's not safe to go out because the weather is bad, they are obviously spending, in their mind, well, in reality, they're spending a lot of money to charter this yacht. And when the captain turns around and says, "We can't take the boat out because the weather is bad," I understand that. But the reality is, my job, as I've mentioned multiple times before, is to ensure one thing: the safety of life on board, the safety of the vessel, and the safety of the environment. And if I think it's too dangerous to go out, we won't go out. But the client, unfortunately, can't get their money back for that. So for me, it's understanding, but it's frustrating at the same time, because the charter broker should have told that to the client at the beginning. So, and give thank you again for the $5. That will probably most likely go to charity. Tristan, get Mr. JWW to review AWOL. Check out his channel. Okay, I don't know who JWW is, but that's from Ronnie Wilson. So I guess I'll check him out later. Does he watch the does he watch the videos? I don't know who he is. Are you Ruben? Are you answering Ronnie's question? I don't know. Rob B, like that new other boat you use with your big boat, look nice when you talk about it at show. Rob, I'm guessing you're talking about the chase boats. So you've got lots of Axopar. So guys, I want to address something here because I got a lot of stick from you guys saying, why aren't you reviewing the other boats whilst I was at the Dusseldorf boat show? The truth is although I got message from other boat builders saying, come and review our boats, they weren't very welcoming, and they just thought that I should review it and put it on the channel, so free advertising for them. Like, well, it doesn't really work like that. Like, you need to give me some sort of incentive, not necessarily financial, but like, why? Like, let me test it, let me borrow it, whatever it might be. Whereas Axopar and Brabus Marine. Well, I think also because we have our chase boat is an Axopar, but the guys working at Axopar are so warm, they're so welcoming, and my opinion about Axopar, with all my years of experience, is with what you get for your money, without question, they have the best boat. There is no doubt in my mind. The guys there are fantastic. I'm hoping after coronavirus, they're going to loan me one of their boats for for a weekend, to do some videos and post it, and I'll do it with pleasure. So guys, if you don't know Axopar, go and check them out, and they do build fantastic boats. What do we have here? Colombo, if AWOL sells, will you stay with AWOL or leave? So Colombo 397, I will stay with the owner of the boat. If he decides to buy a bigger boat, I will captain his bigger boat. Ian Dryhurst, hi Tristan, we are watching from Jersey. Interested to know how the addition of a support vessel to the fleet can add such value to charters, considering the expense of purchase and operating. Ian, that's a very good question. So if you actually look, Ian, at the actual charter market, the price difference between a vessel of AWOL size, which is 35 to 40 meters, to a 50 to 55 meter plus, the difference is huge, right? And the reality is the use is the same. You're still going to get 5 cabins. You're still going to get a tri-deck. You're still going to get a garage with all the water toys. In our case, we've got a 37-foot chase boat. And so the difference isn't that much more. So the benefit, but imagine the price between the 35, 40 meters to the 50 meters to buy is exceptional. Whereas the shadow vessel, the price, okay, is expensive, but it's a lot less. But you can still market though as if you were a 60, 70 meter boat. Why? Because you can have extra jet skis on board. You can have a submarine on board. You have full dive station on board. You have a full, sauna, steam room, massage room. You can have scooters on board, motorcycles, and the price is less, but the use is the same. So that's why, from my point of view, having a chase boat, having a shadow vessel is quite beneficial. We have another question from Gary M09. Thank you, Gary, for joining us. Aside from managing crew, is it really hard to actually control AWOL when at sea and docking? Gary, so the reality is, like all vessels, the hardest thing when docking is when it's in windy conditions. Because we are a tri-deck, you need to understand that we have a lot of leeway to the wind. So when we're going to silence the wind is pushing it. And when we're docking the vessel, we need to think about that wind and, you know, compensate for the wind when docking. So what does that mean? Is that normally what I'd like to do, depending on the circumstances, is you tend to go closer when you're docking to the vessel that is upwind to when you are docking. So therefore, you know, if it's getting too close, you can just stop, and the wind, you know, the wind is going to push you down, and then you can come in. So that's the hardest thing. So whilst at sea, really no issues. I would say the most difficult thing whilst at sea, if it gets a little bit choppy, is getting the chase boat captain safely on board the chase boat and disconnecting the chase boat. We have had situations when it's been too difficult to disconnect the chase boat, and we've had to go to a little bay around the corner where it was flat calm, disconnect, and then go into port. And that's happened a few times actually, but the most important thing is that we do remain safe. Okay guys, we have Rob B has asked, what is your favorite water toy do you go out on it? So Rob, this is actually really boring. You're not going to like this answer because we got the jet surfs, we got sea bobs, all these fantastic things. The thing I enjoy the most is actually the kayak. And the reason being is that although the jet surfs and the sea bobs are great, jet skis are great, you're limited to what you can do. You go around or whatever. The kayak, in our case, we've got two-seater kayaks. We can put, in the waterproof bag, we put like food in there, water, music, whatever we need, and we can go for a full day on the kayak. And we actually did that in Corsica last summer, and I actually did a video on it. I can't remember the title of the video, but if you see it, go and check it out. Glenn Morris, thank you again for another £5 donation. Guys, please, check out the super chat because a guaranteed answer to your questions. Glenn, really appreciate it. Gary M09, again, appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Next question. So another question is, what is my favorite fish to eat? So I'm actually, that's a good question. Working at sea, do you eat fish? Yeah, I do. So my favorite fish that I like to eat is actually sushi. I love tuna, I love salmon, and I love prawn sushi. But I would say out of three, probably tuna sashimi with that, with a nice soya, some wasabi, and some ginger. Good question. Ronnie Wilson said, Tristan, if you were to win the Euro lottery, is it best to charter a yacht or purchase one? Now, Ronnie, the truth is neither. The truth is you got to make friends with people that own super yachts that invite you on board. So that's what I would do. Salty Sea Dog. Glenn, you're a funny one. Cedric Passu, I'm looking to become a deckhand. Do you have any suggestions on which training center to go to in Antibes or other locations in the world? By the way, I'm French. So Cedric, I see that you're French, but clearly from the way you're writing, you speak and write exceptional English. My recommendation, as I've mentioned on videos I've done in the past, is Blue Water. The reason I recommend them is because I've done training with them and I know that I passed my exams, which is what we want to do at the end of the day. So Cedric, what I suggest is you speak to the training director at Blue Water, a guy called John Wybon, and I suggest you say, John, you did a live chat with Tristan Mortlock, and that he said to do a course, how can you help? And John is a very, very nice, approachable guy, Cedric. Rob B, keep safe, my friend. Send your prayers to all. Thanks for your help with the life jackets. Rob, you're more than welcome. Best of luck, and yeah, stay safe. Don't forget life jackets. If you can, on the life jackets, you get those little mini EPUBs as well if you're taking children out. So I highly recommend that. Just remember, as James is writing here, guys, if you want your questions answered guaranteed, check out the super chat, please. I appreciate all of you. Again, please check out the merchandise because the truth is, the last month or two, the merchandise sales has really gone down, and really, appreciate your support, guys. It really does help us to create more content and to gain access, because when we do the boat shows and things, we don't these things do cost money, so it's not always as it seems. Right, so let's have a look. Continue. Did you ever heard of air coat? Horse, bro, I've never heard of air coat. I don't know what that is. Thanks, Tristan. Now I want some sushi. Nauticus, you asked the question. I also want some sushi now. So if anybody's... No, I can't get delivery now because we're in isolation. Stuart Moore, Tris, are you tea or coffee guy? So Stuart, I'm actually both. I love tea and I love coffee. And I also like whiskey. So, no, just kidding. Tea at the moment. Sean Bonavia, hi from Malta, my friend. Hey Sean, our vessel, the mighty Motor Yacht AWOL, is registered in Malta. I've been to Malta once before. We spent 4 weeks in Malta in 2000. My last season on on Lizzie, was 2006. No, it was 2015, 2016. We went to Malta. It was fantastic. Sylvie, normally a boat lost value with age, but why Octopus don't? She is more expensive than ever. Sylvie, I honestly don't know the answer to that question. Couldn't tell you. I'm not sure what the reality is that when they built the boat, it might have cost X, but over the years, they may have done modifications, which then increase the value of the boat. That's all I can say. Thomas Artois. Hello, Tristan. Is it true that when you have a blackout at sea and the UPS batteries are empty after 30 minutes, the ship is still in blackout to sea, or you can start the generator again, no start power? No, Thomas, I don't know about what vessels you're working on, but in our case, we have what's called an emergency generator, which is linked to a totally independent fuel tank. It's not in the engine room, it's an independent area, and it lasts for hours and hours and hours. So yeah, so that's our backup, and we have the batteries on top of that as well. JJ just donated $10. Thank you so much, JJ. Appreciate that. Hi, Tristan. Hello from Riga, Latvia. Hello, Anzis. Nice to meet you. Magnus, a question about radar. Okay, man, what's the question? Hi, could I ask you a question about the ARPA? Yeah. How do you set your vectors and trails? Thank you. So what I do on our ARPA system, Magnus, is for me, I like to have relative trails and true vectors. Why? Because with the relative trails, I can see their movement in relation to what we're doing in the center of the screen. And also I like their true vectors in order to see what direction that they're going in. And from that, I can establish the situation that we're in. So for example, if we're in restricted visibility, I know whether or not he is, overtaking or he's crossing or whatever it might be. If we're in sight of one another, I know he's overtaking or crossing. So actually, no, sorry. In restricted viz, I can tell if he's, whatever he's doing. It's really important to establish, on the radar, as you know, where the vessel is going and where he's coming from and what he's doing in relation to you. That's my answer. Hi, Kicker. Tristan, you can thank Corona for the downturn in Super Chats. Okay. What's your opinion on San Lorenzo yachts? So I captain a San Lorenzo boat. Remember, in life, it's like anything, it's like buying a car. You get what you pay for. I'm not saying San Lorenzo are perfect, but they're not terrible either. In general, it's a pretty good boat. And the most important thing, really, is at the end of the day, the boss loves it. And he's created some great memories on board, some of his best memories. Gib is back. Gib or Jib? I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's Jib or Gib. One or the other, I'm sure. How do you handle guests that do not understand the crew is not there for personal adult entertainment? Yeah. So, Gib, I think I know where you're going with this question. We don't have guests like that on board. We're a family boat, and like I mentioned, I run the boat, so I have companies that are working, like the management company and stuff, work for me, and I work for the owner. And if any client gets out of hand or gets a bit out of order with whether it be the male staff or the female staff, it doesn't happen on Motor Yacht AWOL. And if it does, the person will probably be asked, more than likely asked to leave. The charter will be cancelled without doubt. So guys, please, if you want your questions answered, do check out the super chats. For now, we've got Gib, he's done 2. We got JJ, Glenn Morris, and Gary M09. Guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Paul S. Aquarium. Hi, is AWOL still for sale? AWOL is still very much for sale, yes. Mick Charity, how often do you practice emergency drills? So Mick, we just follow what the requirements are. So fire drills we do monthly when the vessel is in the water. We do man overboard drills. We do abandoned ship drills. We do medical drills. We do flooding drills. We do drills for going into enclosed spaces, all these kind of things. Gary M09, you are welcome. Thank you for the great videos. Gary, thank you for supporting the channel because, again, guys, like all of you, honestly, guys, since I started the channel, I honestly had no idea how much it would attract people from all over the world. It's great to see you guys all here showing your support, watching the channel. I always thought I was just another guy on a yacht, and it turns, because when you live in your own world, it's you think nobody's interested. But when I started to where it is now, it's fantastic. Guys, I want to give a massive shout out to the other guys on YouTube. I want to give a shout out to E. Seisman. If you guys don't watch his videos, he's an engineer. He does some amazing content. Check him out. I want to give a shout out to Jared Watney. His videography is awesome. His sound quality, his videos is incredible. A massive shout out to Nick from Alcoholic. He has grown exceptionally. I love Nick. I know why he's so successful. He is so relatable in his videos. And finally, a big thank you to and a big shout out to David Seal from Yachts for Sale, because I featured in his channel now a couple of times. He's featured now on my channel yesterday. We did a full cruise story with David Seal. If you haven't seen that, guys, go and check it out. It's his life story and how he became the most famous super yacht broker in the world. I was so thankful. So David, if you're watching this, thank you so much. It's fantastic. Also, especially a massive shout out to Bob Dennison from Dennison Yachting. I was on his live chat the other day. He did a virtual boat show tour, and he did a live chat for 8 hours, guys. He interviewed industry leaders for a period of 8 hours, 15 minutes each without a break. He did exceptionally well. So well done, Bob Dennison. Big shout out to you. And all of us, so all these YouTube creators, believe it or not, guys, we actually all have a WhatsApp group. Oh, one more thing, guys, sorry, is Alex, the yacht guy. He's been creating some fantastic content recently. Follow him on Instagram, the yacht guy. We all have a WhatsApp group. We're all helping each other out. And hopefully over the years and months and weeks to come, we're going to be doing a lot more collaborations. How do you involve passengers within the drill? Lionel Fournier. So Lionel, what we do on board Motor Yacht AWOL, when the guests come on board, we do what's called a safety induction. So between the chief officer and myself, we sit all the guests down. We spend about 15 minutes with them, going through all the safety procedures, muster stations, the locations of fire jackets, smoke hoods, emergency escapes, and what to do when they hear certain alarms on board. Patrick Abbas. Patrick, a question not about AWOL, but more tech spec question. What would you prefer, a top drive? Top drive. Is that a top drive? Is that another word for a stern drive, Patrick? Or is that an Arneson? Because I think we call it stern drives. Or IPS, and why? If you're, Patrick, if you're talking about stern drives and IPS, from my experience, the great thing about IPS is they're exceptionally easy to handle, but stern drives, in my experience, are a lot more reliable. Michael has said Alex Rodriguez, an awesome guy. So this is Alex from the Yacht Guy. Go and check him out on Instagram. Guys, if you don't already, actually, please go and follow the Super Yacht Captain on Instagram and on Facebook. I really appreciate it, because Instagram, we post more yachting stuff and a bit more personal stuff as well, what we're doing at home. So go and follow the Instagram account as well. Again, guys, if you want your questions to a guaranteed answer, click onto the super chat and 100% I'll answer your question. So Patrick says Arneson's. So Patrick, my experience at Arneson's, I was on a Mangusta 72 Open with Arneson drives. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, we docked it, but I think it was a very calm day. They're very quick, but maneuvering in marina, IPS are a lot better, a lot easier for sure. Andrew Brown, you said your wife would like to know what my nationality is. I am British. When do you think AWOL will be back in the water doing charters again? This is from Colombo 397. I would love for AWOL to be back in the water sooner rather than later, but as you know, given the condition of what's happening here in the world, we just don't know at the moment. Paul Curell, do you own a boat or seacraft? I do, Paul, but I'm not going to tell you what boat that I own, I'm afraid. It's a secret. Mick Charity, thank you. Keep it up. Signing off. Going to bed late night here. Cheers, Mick. Have a good sleep. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. All the best. Neville, Tristan, why is AWOL being sold? Will you stay with the yacht if it does sell? So Neville, AWOL isn't being sold. AWOL is for sale. Those are two very different things. And as you know, AWOL's been for sale for almost 2 years now. And if you don't know the industry, pretty much all yachts are for sale. If it does sell, the owner that I've been with now for many, many years, well over a decade, will be looking at buying a bigger boat. And ideally, I will stay with him, assuming he doesn't want to fire me, which I don't think he does because we have quite a good relationship. So, boss man, if you're watching this, love you. Has the virus affected your pay? Colin Cassidy, has the virus affected your pay? Like I mentioned earlier, Colin, I'm guessing you didn't watch this from the beginning. All the crew, we're still fully employed with full pay. Like I said, we are very lucky because we have a great owner who cares about his crew and cares about longevity and cares about loyalty. I've heard stories of crew losing their jobs, which I'm, very upset to hear about. And unfortunately, some friends of ours lost their job because of a particular management company that I know of. I won't mention their name, but they don't have a great reputation. But they should be pretty careful, to be honest with you. Yes, our chase boat is an exit bar. I started watching yacht video after the last F1 in Monaco. How cool was it to be there? So JJ's asked, how cool was it to be at the Formula One in Monaco? Now, the truth is, JJ, when I started my career in yachting, it was a dream to go to the Monaco Grand Prix as a captain on a super yacht. And it was everything. The truth is, it was everything and more you could possibly imagine. It was fantastic. The atmosphere, the way the people were, the happiness, the parties, it was just absolutely off the scale. So great fun. Matthew Strickland, how does your boss feel about your YouTube channel? My boss is probably one of the biggest fans of the channel. The way he sees it is that as AWOL is a charter vessel, he's like, it's free marketing. The crew and I, AWOL's won a number of awards over the years. It's exceptionally popular, exceptionally busy prior to the coronavirus, and it's a win-win for him because he's the marketing is minimal because all the marketing is done through the channel, and no, he loves it. The Crypto D, first time on live stream, Tristan. Love Super Yacht Captain channels and most of the people you just mentioned. Thank you, the Crypto D. Those guys are great. So guys, just while I'm waiting for more questions to come in, go and check out the merch shelf below. We've got some great hoodies. Now the summer's coming up, there's some t-shirts. We got Crew Stories t-shirts. We got Super Yacht Captain t-shirts. And if you haven't done already, or if you don't know about it, we have the AWOL competition where you can win a week's vacation on board, all inclusive. There's no cost to you. All you have to do is make sure you have the right visa and get yourself to your local international airport, and you could win a week's vacation on board Motor Yacht AWOL. Check out the link in the description. It's the raffle.com link, and tickets are £15, $20. And it's done through a third-party company, nothing to do with me or the AWOL team. They are an official United Kingdom raffle company, and once all the tickets are sold, they not me, they will announce the winner. Just remember, guys, just check out Super Chat if you want your question guaranteed to be answered. Right, guys. Ned Anthony has said, "Where in England are you from?" I'm from Devon. So, Ned, I was born in Kent, and at the age of 9, the family and we moved to the south coast of Spain, to a place called Costa del Sol, to Marbella. I guess on a super dream goals. CD has said, "From crew to guest on a super yacht, dream goals." CD, buy your ticket. You could win this. If you buy 10 tickets, right, you got a 1 in 4,000 chance. That's nothing. You could win. Has AWOL been to Cyprus yet? No, AWOL hasn't been to Cyprus yet, but I'm dying to go to Cyprus. Unfortunately, just so you guys know the way it works, we go where the charters are. So unfortunately this year, well, not unfortunately, fortunately, we're going to Croatia. The demand for charters elsewhere are limited. High Kicker 11. Thank you, High Kicker 11, for donating €5. Really appreciate it. Tristan, have you ever seen or heard about a super yacht endangering crew and sailing away? High Kicker, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have. It's a very sad story. I wouldn't like to talk about it because I don't know the facts. All I know is the hearsay. Unfortunately, there was a young man that lost his life on one of the bigger giga yachts here, in the world. And what I heard, it was to do with him either dropping or recovering the anchor. And he had an injury to his leg, which resulted in losing a lot of blood. And sadly, he lost his life. But again, I don't want to go into the details that I know because again, it's hearsay. I don't know the facts. Another story that I do know, while wasn't while endangering your life, you may know last season there was a young man. I think he was 27 years old. He's an English chap. I wish I remember his name. And he was off the island of Cannes. And the sad thing is, guys, is that AWOL were anchored. We were anchored there 2 hours before the incident happened. And this Pershing, I think it's a 90-foot Pershing. I don't know the facts, but what I heard is that the Pershing collided with this. I think it was a Princess on the bow, and at the time the young man, the deckhand, was recovering the anchor, I believe, from the impact. Again, he lost his life, and unfortunately, these accidents do happen. Yeah, it's sad. So can we just change something a bit chirpier, please, guys? Amanda Ashton, guys. So Amanda, right? Let me tell you about Amanda. Amanda, I've never met Amanda in person. She's been following the channel for a very, very, very long time. From what I know, she's got a boat. I think it's around, Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's around 40 foot. And the last time we spoke over chat, you were looking at buying a new boat. So let me know if you have. Great to hear it. So I believe Amanda is actually her own captain on her own boat. And Amanda, thank you so much for the contribution. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I'm guessing you're still in Spain. Are you still in Spain, Amanda? Let me know. And if you have any questions. Heard you would like to go to Norway. Would it be nice to see you? I would love to go to Norway. From what I've heard, the fjords of Norway are off the scale. It's amazing. I've seen the photos, and definitely love to go to Norway. One of my closest friends actually, Nabil, is from Oslo. He's actually Nabil. Is well used to be like a rapper. I think he's an accountant now or a consultant. But he was very good. His rap name was NB. So November Bravo. Does AWOL stand for absent without? Does AWOL stand for absent without leave? So the AWOL, so the name AWOL obviously originally is a military term, right? Absent without leave. But we've made it our own, and we've called it a way of life. But we also have the ski chalet in Verbier, which was started by Harry, who is a top level ski instructor, and Chef Alex, and they started the ski chalet, and they've called it a winter of luxury. So AWOL means a number of things. We're trying to turn AWOL into the ultimate vacation luxury brand, which we are doing, so far very successfully, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. If you could be a captain on any vessel, what would it be? The vessel that I'm on at the time, AWOL. And that's from Nate Peterson. Thanks, Nate. So guys, just remember, if you want your questions answered guarantees, check out the super chat, please. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And again, if you like the hoodie I'm wearing, you can see it on the merch shelf below. And then once more, if you're interested in winning the dream vacation of a lifetime onboard Motor Yacht AWOL, all costs are included, all expenses paid for, everything. All you got to do is go to the link in the description. It's the raffle link. You click on it, you fill out a few details. The tickets start from £15, which is around 20 US dollars. You answer a very simple question, and you can be in the chance of winning the vacation of a lifetime, guys. Right, so I'm going to go to the loo quickly. Cool. Sorry about that, guys. So, what questions do we have here then? So that says share. Right, next question we have. Stephanie Pitts. Hey, Stephanie. What happens when you have extra? This is from Big Mark. What happens when you have extra crew and there's not enough crew beds? Well, Mark, we never have extra crew. Why don't you use a drone to help docking? Don't need to. We have no issues with docking. Apart from that one time that I did that video. Why don't you install solar panels for the hotel load? That's a great question from Emil Lube. So actually, Emil, what I am doing is I'm working, well, we're hoping to work with a company called Silent Yachts. Now they build electric catamarans, and they're full solar over the top side of the vessel, and we're hoping to work with them after this season next winter. And they should be loaning us one of their vessels for a few days, hopefully a week, so we can review it and help promote renewable energy. Durban 198797. Would you ever do a meet and greet at a boat show? I would love to do a meet and greet, but I'm not sure that there would be enough people who would want to meet me, to be honest with you. If the demand was there, I would love to do it, but I don't think there's enough people that would be interested, to be honest. Klaus Fritz, where can I find the super chat? So if you just follow what James Eglinton has said, Klaus, so James works with me on the channel, for those of you who don't know. He's just explained how to find the super chat. Patrick has said, hi Tristan, when is the raffle closed? Patrick, the raffle will remain open until all the tickets are sold. So at the moment, by the way things are going, because the whole coronavirus, it seems that the winner will be announced and the vacation will happen in summer 2021, which is a good thing because, as you know, no one knows now what's happening this year. So again, guys, if you haven't bought your tickets yet, just go and buy your tickets. They're 15 quid. I wish I could buy. I tell you what, if I could buy a ticket, I would. I would love to. I wish there was another super yacht out there doing what we're doing. I think we're the first super yacht ever to offer this competition. So go and check it out, guys. Check out the link in the description, the raffle link, and just buy your ticket. Because the chances are, if you buy 10 tickets, it's a 1 in 4,000 chance. So just do it. So Amanda Ashton, hey Amanda, a meet and greet at the boat show would be great. That'd be fantastic. So guys, probably it depends what happens. Obviously, I would more than likely, like last year, be attending the Monaco boat show and the Cannes boat show. So let me know if any of you guys, plan on attending the show. Let me know, here. Ronnie Wilson, Tristan, if you're into Lamborghini, check out Leon Tyrrell's garage. He restores old Lamborghinis in Cheshire. Okay, cool. My Lamborghini's in the garage at the moment. I need a new gearbox, which is ridiculous. Da, da, da. Christopher Morrison has asked, the engine control room on AWOL is in the shape of a U. Saw and loved the walkthrough that you did, but was wondering what is the center of that U shape? Well, the center of the U shape of the control room is the entrance to the engine room. I think that's what you're talking about. It's the engine room door. Unless you mean behind. If you mean behind, then below there, we have the Haman system, which is a sewage treatment system there. And we've got some of the battery chargers for the house batteries, engine batteries, and generator batteries. How is the kitchen? That is from Havry Puff. Havry Puff. Kitchen's great. Loving a new kitchen. Mrs. is very happy as well. Charlie George. Hello, Tristan from the George family. Hello, George family. Welcome. Just remember, guys, if you want your question guaranteed answer, check out the super chat, because then you'll be helping us create more content for your viewing pleasure. When is the Monaco boat show this year? Normally the Monaco boat show is in September, but we will see. We will see. Don't forget, guys, check out the super chat. If you want any question you want on the super chat, I will answer. So James, my colleague, has just confirmed that the Monaco Yacht Show this year is the 23rd to the 26th of September. Is anybody on this is anybody on this chat going? Let me know. Tristan, are you thinking of going fully electric with the boat? That's from Andy Wayhill. So Andy, I think it would be fantastic for the boat to go fully electric. I'm looking forward to working with Silent Yachts in the future. By working with them, what I mean is creating content and using their boat, because they created this electric catamaran which is powered by solar energy. And I said to them, look, I want to use it. I want to create content for it. Can you loan me one of their boats? They've said for now, provisionally, they said yes for next winter. But we have no paperwork or contracts in place. So I'm hoping to share more the possibilities of renewable energy on board super yachts. Because as we all know, the reality is at the moment they're burning fuel diesel, which we know is bad for the planet. But it's great to hear that there are boat builders out there who are finding alternative means of propulsion. So Amanda, will you be at the Monaco show? Nate Peterson, we need a house tour. Guys, I need to keep some things private here. Come on. Damo Salford, I want to go. Can you get me in on the shadow boat, please? Damo, it's not my decision, unfortunately. You got to ask the guys that build the shadow boat. Just remember, guys, if you want your questions guaranteed answered, then please check out the super chat. And I will give a big thank you to Gib, Gary, M09, Glenn Morris, JJ, High Kicker 11, and Amanda Ashton for being part of the super chat. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Colin Cassidy, who's the most famous person that has been on AWOL or other yachts? So Colin, good question. I can't had a NDA for the person that we had on board. All I can say is that her name is a color. So think about that. Is there dive gear on board? No, Tom, we don't do any kind of diving for guests on board because of insurance purposes and the risks of diving. It's just there's so many risks we need to take into consideration that having additional dive gear on board, especially for a charter vessel, is just considering that we're only like 8 crew, it's just not worth it. Kaden Kelly, definitely going to buy a raffle ticket. Thank you, Kaden. Other than cost of the charter, that are the profits of the raffle go to charity. So Kaden, so everybody's asking this question, guys. Look, here's the reality of it. People see what it costs to charter AWOL, and they see how much money is going to be made from the raffle. But what guys are forgetting to understand is any amount of money, because it's a UK company, we need to pay tax on that. And the tax on that raffle we have to pay, believe it or not, is 40%. Because as you can see in the raffle, it's hosted by Tristan Mortlock, not a company. So I have to pay 40% and then cover all the costs. So there's no real profit being made, guys. Believe me. I did it because it's everybody asked me, it would be a dream to have a vacation on a super yacht, this, that, and the other. But you need to understand the tax situation, guys. We're not making any money. Believe me. Glenn Morris, another £5. Thanks, Glenn. Matthew Rose, Matthew, good man. Thank you very much. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Matthew, if you've got any questions, let us know. Guys, again, please check out Super Chat. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. So, guys, a question that I do get asked a lot is, how does somebody get from a beginner to being, the captain? And the problem is that people see it and they say, I want to do that. And I get lots of messages on Instagram. I get hundreds, if not thousands of messages on Instagram. And people see me because I know I look relatively young. I'm 34, but I started when I was 16 years old. And it takes to get to the captain of a super yacht, you're probably looking around 10 years. That's the truth. So it doesn't happen overnight. And people think it's really easy. It's easy if you work hard and you know how, but the truth is it's time consuming. You got to enjoy it. At the end of the day, as long as you enjoy that, that's all that matters. Leonard Favell, Leonard, thank you very much, my man. Appreciate it. Another super chat there. Ha 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 ha. Glenn Morris is asking, my second question is, after the sushi and coming from England, what is Tristan's favourite pie to have with chips? Ah, Glenn, okay, right. I don't know if you know, although in the UK we have fantastic pies, but my missus is from South Africa. And in South Africa they have some fantastic pies. And I would say my favourite is either the lamb and mint pie, the chicken tikka pie, but more than likely it's going to be the peppercorn steak pie, if you must know. So yeah, peppercorn steak pie for sure. So another question for the raffle for the guests. The guests can be any age, the guests of the winners of the raffle, but they must disclose any medical conditions that they may have that may affect their trip on board the yacht. It's very, very important. We've had babies on board that have been 9 months old, no problem at all. We have emergency procedures for include children and babies. We have inflatable cots for babies, so absolutely. The raffle includes all ages, but we ask that you disclose any and all medical conditions. Has everybody watched the video that went out yesterday, guys? The David Seal video. So David Seal is the guy that runs the Yachts for Sale YouTube channel, and he's the most famous super yacht broker in the world. Did a cruise story for him yesterday, and just wondering if you guys watched it. I thought it was a fantastic story from David, where he started to where he is now. and hoping to get the other guys, so Jared Watney, Nick from Aquaholics, Alex the Yacht Guy, E. Seisman, Bob Dennison from Dennison Yachting, to do all cruise stories. Let me know. Would you guys like to see that? Are you interested to hear how they got to where they are now? Or are you more interested into, crew, specific crew telling certain stories about a particular experience? Do let me know. So fill the tea up, guys. How are we doing here, guys? So, Aaron Kaufman. Aaron, thank you very much for a super chat. Question about Fort Lauderdale. Will the season start later? The truth is, Aaron, it can't start later, can it? Because the season is the season. It depends on the weather and what's happening. So I don't think it will, but I guess time will tell, and we've got to go from there. Really, Aaron. Again, thank you for your support. Again, Aaron, Leonard, Matthew, Glenn, Amanda, Hi Kicker 11, Gib, JJ, Glenn Morris, and Gary M09. Guys, you guys are stars. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So, guys, remember, if you want your questions guaranteed answered, check out the super chat. In the meantime, we got one from Skippy. Is that Skippy? Have you ever dealt with medical emergencies on board without going into personal detail, of course? Skippy, so I had a friend of mine actually from school. His name was Matthew in the south of Spain, and his nickname was Skippy. Medical, I wouldn't say we've ever had a medical emergency. Knock on wood, I wouldn't call it a medical emergency where the person has been taken to hospital. So we've been very fortunate with that. So no, we've had like cuts and bruises and people fall over and things like that. But I wouldn't say we've luckily never had a medical emergency as of yet. I do remember one time actually we were in the Saint Tropez with Dr. Saint Tropez, and a pedestrian, fell over and collapsed on the floor. And I remember, I think I came out and I was on the after deck and I ran to them and started, checking their vitals and stuff. But they were fine. The ambulance came very quickly, so they took over. That's all I can say. Joe B, is it legal to enter the raffle from every country? So, Joe, that's a very good question. According to the raffle company based in the UK, you can legally enter the raffle from every single country because it is based in the United Kingdom. Okay, so there's nothing to do with people outside of that. So, yes, you can, no problem at all. How hard is the training to be a captain? What is your favorite place you've sailed? The training is very hard. What you guys probably don't know, that this is the first time I'm saying this, is my OW oral exam I passed on my fourth attempt, and my Master 3000 exam I passed on my third attempt. It is exceptionally difficult, very difficult, but it all depends on the studying that you are doing at the time. We got another super chat. RA Money Gold. Thank you very much, Mr. RA. What about basic exercise whilst on board? Not push-ups, like just going for a brisk walk. The trifecta of super yachting. You, Dave, and Nick. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, RA. So basically, for example, our chef, he runs pretty much every day. When we are at anchor, it's a lot more difficult and restricted. We can't really do anything. There is we've got a spinning bike which they can use early in the mornings for the guests get up. But yeah, you can see, as you see from the videos, that we are all in good shape. We're not overweight. We look after ourselves. Fortunately, as you know, a good thing about being, staying healthy is, a good diet. And we're very fortunate. We have a great chef that feeds us very well. But RA, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And guys, again, like RA and the rest of them, if you've got questions, you want answers, check out the super chat. Trifecta Super Yacht, you, Dave and Nick, thank you. Yeah, Dave and Nick doing great things on YouTube. Really doing a great job. Okay, Sin629. What happens if the captain, so me, gets sick in the middle of a charter? Good question. If I get sick during the middle of a charter, normally what would happen is we'll fly in another captain. It also depends on how sick I would actually be, but we would bring in probably another captain that's qualified to the job, and I'll do as much as I can to make sure that the charter finishes in a positive way. So guys, if you're not doing already, please go and follow me on Instagram, Super Yacht Captain 1, and on Facebook, Super Yacht Captain, because we have more content on those social media platforms. So the more followers we get, the better it is for everybody, guys. Come on, show your support, please. Really appreciate it. And show your support by doing a super chat. As you know, we've done, well over, I think almost coming up almost 200 videos now on this channel. So appreciate your support, guys. Thank you very much. Andy has asked, how long would a charter last on average? The average charter, Andy, is probably at a week, 7 days. Guys, we've been joined by royalty. We have Nick from Aquaholic here on the chat, and he's saying thanks for the shout out. Nick, pleasure. You're doing a great job. Thank you for joining us on the live stream. Much appreciated. Guys, if you don't know who Nick is, go right this, no, not this minute, go after this live stream and check out Nick's channel. It's called Aquaholic. He does walkthroughs of every type of boat, yacht, super yacht, mega yacht. He tells it how he sees it. It's raw, it's honest. He is extremely relatable. Go and check him out. Aquaholic, fantastic channel. He is booming at the moment. Recently, he surpassed 100,000 subscribers. So again, Nick, congratulations on that. I know yesterday Nick published a video about his new 100,000 subscriber plaque. About 10,000 subscribers away from getting that. Looking forward to it. For those who haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, because I would really like that silver plaque in my background here. It'd be fantastic. So yeah. So Nick, thanks for joining. Mark Wade, are you still quarantined on AWOL? So AWOL, guys, if you don't know, AWOL now is in the hangar. It is completely locked down. It's shut. All the crew employed. The crew are at the crew apartment. Jib, the chief steward, and I, as you know, we're a couple. We are at the house in France, also in isolation. So AWOL is completely locked down. No work happening. There will be delays. Again, guys, if you want your questions answered, check out the super chat, please. Much appreciated. Joe B, hi Nick, Aquaholic, great vids, keep the dreams going. Yeah, well done, Nick, doing a fantastic job with Aquaholic. Nick, yeah, I've just got you a new subscriber. Nick at Aquaholic just subscribed. So Nick, you got to bring your subscribers my way as well. Come on, give and take, give and take. Tristan, only 11K away. Yeah, I know. High kick at 11. I know. It's getting there. It's getting there. But it's actually quite interesting, guys. What I've noticed about YouTube um, is that when we look, because on as a YouTuber, you can have a thing called your YouTube creator account, which is your analytics. And it's interesting because on average, 80% of the viewers of the videos that I publish are non-subscribers, which means 20% of the viewers are subscribers. So there's a huge amount of people that don't subscribe. I'm guessing that it will be because people don't have Gmail accounts or YouTube accounts that they can't subscribe. Not that it makes any difference to the algorithm. It's just nice to know that your all the effort and work that you put in, people are following it, which is great. George 111. Would you ever try to cross the Atlantic on AWOL if the owner would request it? George 111, if the owner wants to go to the Caribbean, AWOL will be put on a thing called Dockwise or Dock Express on a big ship. We won't cross the Atlantic with AWOL. So guys, just remember, if you want your question guaranteed answered, check out the super chat. Show your support, please. Much appreciated. And we have the fantastic merchandise like I'm wearing here. So yeah, please do show us your support. And again, if you want to win the dream vacation of a lifetime on board a luxury super yacht, also known as Motor Yacht AWOL, with 5 of your closest friends and family, so total 6 people, all expenses included, check out the link in the description, the raffle link. Buy a ticket is £15, $20. If you buy 10 tickets, you got a 1 in 4,000 chance of winning. Nothing to lose here, guys. Come on. Buy your tickets now. Show your support. How does it work with the likes and subscribers in YouTube, and does it make a difference on the money you get? Gabriel, the reality is, for me, the YouTube thing, from a financial point of view, it's minimal. You don't get that much, to be honest. But the good thing is, by getting likes, the algorithm pushes your videos, so you get more views on the video. But the truth is, I don't, the videos, as you know, I do a few sponsored videos like Aqua Banners, guys. If you don't know Aqua Banners, go and check them out on Instagram. They do inflatable slides and pools and all these amazing inflatable things. But it's great because if I get more subscribers, more companies like this will help sponsor the channel, so the video quality will then hopefully go up. So yeah, one of our sponsors is Aqua Banners, AQUABANAS. Go and check them out. They are absolutely awesome. They do incredible inflatable platforms, toys, docking stations for jet skis and sea bobs. They do social areas. They're just really awesome. Go and check them out. And thank you. I want to thank also Mark Anastasia from Aqua Banners for being a sponsor. You're awesome. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. We've had Skillshare also sponsor us, and other companies. So thank you all for sponsoring the channel and believing in us. It's been an incredible ride, guys. It's been awesome. So thank you all, and especially really, guys, to the viewers, because without you guys, I know this. Believe me, it won't be possible. So I appreciate all your support. So Tom 080955. I'm watching reruns of Below Deck while lockdown. So guys, what I'm doing tomorrow at 3 p.m. GMT plus 2 now is I'm releasing a video. I've watched a clip on YouTube about Below Deck, and I'm giving my honest opinion and the reality of the show. So that'll be coming out tomorrow, afternoon European time. So be sure to check that out. It's the one with Captain, what's her name? Sandy Yawn, Captain Sandy Yawn. So be sure to check that out. It's an honest review. It's an honest opinion, and really hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so Eric Hansen. Eric, thank you so much again, guys. If you want your questions answered, be sure to check out Super Chat. Eric has asked, can you talk about Barbara for a moment and her decision to move on in her career? She will be missed. Yes, Eric, I will answer that question almost immediately. But first, Matthew Rose has asked, we are going to north of the Arctic this summer on a research vessel. Awesome. But first, go lobster fishing for the spring season, May till June. Not sure if either trip will happen. Matthew, that just sounds awesome altogether. I hope it does happen for your sake. I would love to go on a research vessel to the Arctic. That'd be amazing. So Eric, going back to your question, can you talk about Barbara for a moment and her decision to move on in her career? She will be missed. So Eric, so basically, AWOL is a 37-meter boat. Barbara had reached, because after Barbara, it's going to be the captain's position. That's my position. So there's nowhere really for her to grow and to expand her career. So she left. She went on. She met a gentleman. She went on a beautiful sailing boat, and she also did her courses. She's done her helicopter landing course, so for vessels, and her Master 500 Captain's exam, which she passed. At the moment, I believe she's in the Caribbean. The last we heard, she's at anchor on one of the Caribbean islands in isolation. And Eric, that's all I can tell you for now. So thank you guys for your support. Very much appreciated. Actually, Matthew Rose, let me ask you, you're on this research vessel. Can I ask, are you working on board? Are you a guest? What's the deal? I'll be interested to know. How you started? Mate Sasig, how you started YouTube channel? So I started in 2018, September 2018, and just went onto YouTube and decided that I wanted to create content that shine a positive light on the super yacht industry, guys. So, unfortunately, within the media outside the yachting bubble, gets a lot of negative press. For me personally, working as an employee in the industry, it's been nothing but good to me. And I'm really thankful for the industry. And I wanted to show people like you guys what it's actually like to work in the industry. Tom080955, greetings from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Loving your channel. Cheers, Tom. Star Water, I missed the first 90 minutes. Are you still in Italy? The crew are in Italy. AWOL is now officially shut down, in the hangar, and then we're in isolation in the house in France. So guys, again, if you want any questions you guys want answered, please join the super chat, guys. Join the super chat, and I guarantee answers to your questions. To show your support, it really helps us. It all goes towards a good cause and to creating better content and to helping others. Again, I want to thank Gib. I want to thank Gary M09. I want to thank Glenn Morris. I want to thank JJ. High Kicker 11, thank you so much. Amanda Ashton, you've been a huge supporter of the channel. Thank you, Amanda. Matthew Rose, thank you. You're a star, Matthew. Leonard Favell, Leonard star. Aaron, thank you very much. R.A. Monigold, thank you very much. Matthew Rose again, star, and Eric Hansen, thank you guys. You're awesome. So if you guys want to get your questions guaranteed answer, please get onto Super Chat. Gabriel has said, how come you don't sail the Greek islands? I notice you are always in the West Med in Italy. Good question, Gabriel. The problem with the Greece is always very windy, and the charter market there isn't great. So we follow the charter market because at the end of the day, we need to maximize the number of charters. How many crew do you have on AWOL and what job do they do? So during the summer season, we have 8 crew on Motor Yacht AWOL, okay? So we have the chief officer, we have the chief engineer, we have the chief stew, we have the chef, we have the second stew, we have the deckhand, we have the chase boat captain, and we have myself, the captain. 8 people. Chris Johnson, given yours and David's background, is it typical for yachting world to not fit the usual education and work molds? No, Chris, I disagree with that because the guys designing the super yachts, so the naval architects, they need to go through a college and university. So most people do have a university degree. It's just that David and I are just the odd ones that we left school at 16. And the thing that Dave and I have in common, this is why we get on so well, is because we know where we were, where we started to where we are now, and what it takes to get there. And it's really hard work and dedication. So Matthew Rose has said, yes, Tristan, I am crew on the research vessel. I went last year, first time looking for this year. Ocean research being done, loved it. That's awesome, Matthew. Thank you again for the donation. That's awesome. I would love to go on an explorer yacht, to be captain of an explorer yacht. I'm trying, if AWOL sells, I'm slowly convincing the owner to get an explorer yacht because there's a lot more to see around the world than the Med. Although don't get me wrong, the Med is beautiful, but I've been doing it now for 17, 18 years. So very keen for new things. Don Shaw, Don, you've been a fan of the channel for ages. Thank you. You always have positive comments. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much, Don Shaw. So Skippy has said, just avoid the winter months of July and August. But Skippy, the high season for charters is July and August. So it doesn't, do you see what I'm saying? We need to make sure we maximize our charters in July and August. Our low season is from September till June, which is 10 months. Our high season is July and August. So of course we're not going to be in those areas in Greece. We want to be in like Croatia and Western Med. Star Wars. Nick left school at 16 as well, as he said so Nick did leave school. Nick from Alcoholics did leave school very young. I just think it's a coincidence that us YouTube guys have left school at 16. We all have something in common. We're not very bright. So do me a favor, guys. If you guys are going to, please do buy some merchandise because it really, honestly, it really helps, believe it or not, to create content, to go to boat shows and stuff, because all the money goes back into the channel, believe me. So if you do buy some merchandise like this, then please take a photo with it and then send it to me on Instagram, the Super Yacht Captain One Instagram account, because I want to share it on our Instagram, guys. Really appreciate it. So Nick from Alcoholic is back. Nick, always welcome back. We love Nick. Lovely guy. Guy, again, if you don't follow Nick's channel, go and follow Alcoholic. Nick, you need to send me one of your mugs. At the moment, I've got no Alcoholic mug. So hopefully, maybe I'll order one, Nick. I need to order one of David's ones as well. I love big boats, and I cannot lie. Ashley Beresford. Hey, Ashley. My goal after I graduate high school is to get my captain's license. Ashley, that's a fantastic goal. You've got to work hard, and if you believe you can do it and you want to do it, then you will do it. James Knight. Tristan, how does the general alarm work? How is it activated? So, James, the general alarm is on the starboard side of the bridge, and it's a simple button on and off. Simple as that. James, can you tell me the sound signal for the general alarm, please? Is it 6 long and is it 6 short and 1 long, or 7 short and 1 long? Kaylin Kelly. If you could design your own Explorer yacht, what would you prefer, a forward or aft house design? Oh, Kaylin, that's a good question. I don't know actually. Hmm. I would probably say forward. The reason I say that is because you can see. The reason I say forward is because you can see and feel what's coming before it. While it's coming. When you're after the vessel, especially longer vessels, you don't get a feeling of the impact that the bow is experiencing. Aquaholic Nick, he said, "Let me know have your address. I'll buy you a mug." Nick, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp because I fear if I post my address in here, I might get some interesting visitors, shall we say. So for those who don't know, James Eddington, who's doing some writing on the chat, he works with me on the channel. He's actually featured on the channel once or twice before. He's been a huge help, and yeah, he's answering some of your questions. So make sure any answer he gives you is an honest answer, guys. And remember, if you want your questions answered, please do the super chat thing, guys. Nick has just said perfect. Thanks, Nick. Maybe I'll get a pen and I'll write alcoholic on here. Maybe let's do that, shall we? I'll have a pen down here somewhere. Here we go. What did I do? Nick, you like this one? Oh yeah, Nick, we don't need a pen. We don't need a mug. We got your alcoholic mug here. Okay, guys, remember, just check out the, please click on the super chat for guaranteed answer to your questions. If you've just joined us, remember that you can win a week's vacation on board Motor Yacht AWOL, all inclusive, guys. All you have to do is make sure you have the correct visas and get yourself to your local international airport. From there, we cover all the costs, your travel to the yacht, all the food, all the drink, all the fuel, the berthing fees, all the crew, the gratuities, the tips, the docking, the anchoring, everything is covered. Check out the link in the description, the raffle link. Buy your ticket. And remember, if you buy 10 tickets, guys, you got a 1 in 4,000 chance of winning. That's a million times better than the chance of winning the lottery. So go and check it out, please. Go and buy your tickets. What is the scariest moment that you've experienced on board Motor Yacht AWOL? Ooh, that's a very good question. And I think almost having a fire on board is quite scary. Yeah, fires and yachts don't go together, but we were good. Berthing fees. Yeah, berthing fees are included in the everything. There's no cost to the winner of the competition to win a week's vacation on AWOL. Everything is included. There is no cost. There is zero cost to you. Guys, remember, you want a guaranteed answer to your question, please do the super chat because it all goes to a very good cause. Really appreciate it. GT, that's funny. So there's a question here from GTI Racer, and he's written it to Nick from Alcoholic, and he said, "Let me know if you want to review my canoe." I'll tell you what, GTI Racer, if you bring your canoe to the south of France, I'll review it for you. How's that sound? Emmanuel Arnold, is toilet paper included? Manual, no, you don't use toilet paper. You use the bum gum. Come on, no, of course it is. Just remember, guys, if you want a guaranteed answer from your questions, do check out the super chats and help us out here, please. Thank you. Mr. Man 487, I enjoy your videos, Captain. Thank you, Mr. Man, much appreciated. Pandian, hi Tristan, love your videos, mate. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear some good comments because I get a lot of stick on the YouTube comments, guys. Star Water, do all charter guests tip? How are tips handled? Yes, all guests do tip. Tips are handled. They are divided equally amongst the crew, so we all get an eighth each because there's 8 crew. Ah, guys, so excuse me, I'm gonna show off my Spanish now. Rui Hernández, hola Tristan, ¿qué estudios tienes para ser capitán? Un saludo. Hola Rui, muchos estudios. Yo tengo el título inglés de la MCA, que es la Maritime and Coast Guard Agency, y es un título que, bueno, hay que estudiar mucho y tarda bastante, normalmente unos 8 a 10 años. GT Racer, let's do it, Tristan. GTI Racer, well, let's do it. Bring your canoe. I'm ready. Let's do it. Or a kayak canoe. I can't remember. Hi Tristan, good luck and stay safe from captain to another. Thank you, Neil. Stay safe as well to you. Nick from Alcoholic is back again. Nick's on fire today. I do have a kayak video on my channel. Yes, I remember, Nick. You actually went with I think it was your missus, Nick. You went on a lady on 2 separate kayaks. I think it was on a river, and he went down a bank, if I remember correctly, Nick. I watched that video. Larry, you keep mentioning super chat. Is there a button somewhere for this? Larry, James will answer your question shortly. So basically, Durban 198797 said you get the engineer to use the pressure washer, no toilet paper. That's a good one. I love that one. That's great. Pandian, hello, Mr. Aquaholic. Love your videos. You see, Nick, you're everywhere. They're supposed to be commenting on my videos, not yours, Nick. Come on. Andy has said, "Hey, Aquaholic." God, we may as well let Aquaholic take over this live chat, guys. Nick, where are you? Come and take over. Callie has said, what's Callie said? Callie, do you watch Below Deck? Do you pay taxes on tips? Birthing fees was a joke. So Callie, I don't watch Below Deck, but I have filmed a video which I'm posting tomorrow on this YouTube channel at 3 o'clock French time, where I watch Below Deck and I give an honest review on it. So be sure to check that out tomorrow. And we have another super chat from Mark Russell. Mark, thank you very much for your support. Much appreciated. Will you be spending some time during lockdown reorganizing your pen? Mark, that's the one. I like my pen box. What's wrong with it? It's an organized mess. It's great. So actually, Mark Russell, the boat's in lockdown, so the boat's closed. No crew on or off the boat at the moment. The rest of the crew are at the crew apartment in Italy, and my missus and I, we are in isolation in the house in France. That's brilliant. Mark, I love that question. That was good. Love the banter. I'm wondering, is Mark Russell English? Because normally it's the English that have the good banter. Right, guys, excuse me 1 second. And just remember, don't forget to buy your Aquaholic mug by going on to Aquaholic's YouTube channel, clicking on merchandise, and buy his mug. Made by yours truly. Okay, we have here. So remember, guys, if you want your questions answered, please do the super chat. Thank you very much. Nauticus, thank you very much. With all available space packed with supplies, how long could AWOL stay offshore with 6 adult guests and 4 crew? So that's a very good question actually. Nauticus, that's a good name. Nauticus is, we say between 3 and 5 days. The reality is because we don't have a walk-in fridge on board. You've got to remember we are 8 crew with 6 guests, so you're feeding 14 people, and we have, you've seen on videos the fridges and available cold space that we have. If we had a walk-in fridge, it would be a lot longer. So it's only based on the food. It's not based on the fuel or the capabilities of the vessel. It's only based on the food. Unless guests were willing to eat tinned food. But could you imagine a super yacht charter guest eating tinned food? And I couldn't either. Did you wash your hands? Yes, you might see my hands are still a little bit moist. Cheeky. Who's that from? Simon Robinson. Yes, Simon. Guys, the only thing I ask on this chat is please don't promote your own content, your own channels, or your own merchandise. Please, thank you guys. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take you off. It's not right, I don't think. Okay, guys, next question. What we've got here, this is from Per Grev. Are you, as a captain, often invited for dinner by the owner when he's on board, or charter guests when they're on board? I think if it was up to the owner, I think I would be with him for every dinner party. Problem is that he plays silly drinking games, and I need to be responsible. And so most of the time, I do say no. With charter guests, you got to find the right border. I prefer not to. It's just you got to remain professional, and when they go out for dinner, it's a bit later, and I need to make sure I get my hours of rest and I comply with the hours of rest. Guys, come on, let's get some more super chats going, guys. Please show your support, much appreciated. Long time we haven't seen the missus. The missus, where is the missus? Do you want to come and say hello? she just said, "Tell them I'm gardening." No, she's a bit camera shy. She's sweet, but unfortunately, not unfortunately, she just prefers not. She needs to do her hair and makeup, guys. Apparently, I don't know if you can hear her voice in the background. She's around the corner. So, guys, please do get the super chat. All good. And again, guys, we got some caps. Well, not this cap, obviously. But we got some super yacht caps and caps. We got some cruise story caps. We've got t-shirts and hoodies and sweaters and all that good stuff we all love. RA Money Gold, another super chat. Thank you very much, guys. Do your super chat. Here's a question: are you familiar with Tristan Jones? Were you named in honor of Tristan Jones? If not, quite a coincidence. Thanks again. Sorry, Nick. Oops, Tristan. I see what you did there. You thought, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. If you must know, there was a TV show in England back in the 80s called All Creatures Great and Small. And there's a character on there who played a vet, and his name was Tristan. And during my mother's pregnancy with me, she was watching this TV show, and then she was watching one of the episodes, and then I wanted to come out and say hello, and she was determined to finish the episode, which she did, and then went to the hospital. And after that, when I was born, she said, "You will be called Tristan." Bob 111111111111. So it is great to learn from your channel. Thanks, Bob 111111111111. Much appreciated. Bill S. Tristan, how long were you in the proverbial doghouse after the water toys video where you, Jiv, and another took some inflatables out for the team picnic? That's a good question, Bill. I was not in the doghouse. In fact, it was the opposite, if you must know. I had a very good time. Dawn Shaw's back. She's beautiful. You're a lucky man. Yeah, she is beautiful. And in December, hopefully no coronavirus, she will become my wife. Alcoholic, I feel really old now. I used to watch All Creatures Great and Small. Nick. So yeah, so I was named after vet Tristan, Nick. Christopher Hodgson, hi Tristan. Glad you're all keeping safe and well. I know you have a good more chats coming in here. I have a good working relationship with the boss. What will the upcoming content if the lockdown persists of? So Christopher, that's a very good question. So tomorrow, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram at Super Yacht Captain 1. I put a poll out saying, would you guys like me to review a TV show called Below Deck, which is based about yachting. So I'm going to review that on tomorrow's video. And then I've got a few more cruise stories coming. And then I've got another video which I recorded before I left the boat, which I'll be posting as well. And we'll just have to go from there. Maybe some more live videos. What do you guys think? Remember, guys, just check out the super chat. Guaranteed answer is that small. All you do is push that little small dollar sign, and your question will get a guaranteed answer. And if you haven't done already, please do check us out on our social media. We've got Instagram, which is at Super Yacht Captain 1, and Facebook, Super Yacht Captain. So go and check those social media out. Please follow, subscribe, and like, and whatever it is you have to do. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, because I think we're only like 10 or 11,000 away from 100,000. And then I'll get the silver, well, we'll get the silver plaque. And then we'll be matching guys like Nick from Alcoholic. Nick recently got his silver play button. If you don't know Nick's channel, it's called Alcoholic. Please go and check it out. And also David Seal from Yachts for Sale got his silver play button recently. So go and check him out, Yachts for Sale. And we did the cruise story with David yesterday. So please go and check out that video on our channel. Amanda Ashton, Below Deck is too much reality TV. Amanda, I tell you what, watch tomorrow's video, because I give an honest opinion and review about the show. So basically, the way I've set it up is I'm watching the show, and I then pause it and then give my opinion about that certain situation and how realistic or how fake or what it's actually like. So I think a lot of people who aren't involved in yachting would appreciate it and appreciate the honesty as well. Erica, hello again. I have one question. Is it the law that the captain must be on board the yacht? My question regards anchor vessel and running vessel at sea. So Erica, very good question. So when the vessel is not at anchor or made fast to, then there must be a master on board the vessel. Okay. If the master is to lead the vessel whilst at anchor, the chief officer usually is put in charge. But the captain needs to ensure that all safety procedures and you've thought about all the risks have been taken into consideration. But while the vessel is running, in our case, there is always a master, so myself, on board the vessel. Glenn Morris. Glenn Morris on fire today. Thank you, Glenn. Um, Glenn, honestly, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Let us know if you got another question, Glenn. Guys, like Glenn, and Nosa Kirsten, Ari, Money Gold, and Mark Russell, and Matthew Rose, and Eric Hansen, if you've got questions you really want answered, just click the dollar icon and then you'll get an answer. And it really helps us because all the funds generated, honestly, it all goes back into the channel. I don't see any of it, I promise you. What would an average tip percentage wise? That's a good question. So Bill S has asked, what would an average tip percentage wise be for a ship of AWOL's size? So we generally, for tips, so tips are basically gratuities. And so when I say we, in the industry as a whole, it varies obviously, but in general, it's between 10 and 20% of the value of the charter. Now, we have had situations where guests have left more than 20% because they've been exceptionally happy with the service and the whole experience, and it's in some cases it's gone far and beyond the 20%, which we're very grateful for. We don't expect it, but normally between 10 and 20%, I'd say. Bob, what is your favorite part of the year? I tell you what, Bob. My favorite time of the year is last night when the clocks went forward an hour. The reason being is because the evenings last longer. I never understood why Well, I understand for certain reasons, but for me, I don't like the mornings are bright. I'm rather have them darker and have the evenings lighter because you finish work. In the morning you wake up, you go to work. At the end of work, you want to have the longer the longer days after work. Ruthie Buckler. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ruthie. Thank you very much for the super chat. Ruthie, if you have a question, let me know. Much appreciated. Amanda has just said, I've been on client super yachts. I couldn't imagine those crewing below deck lasting a single day. Well, Amanda, as I said, just watch tomorrow's video and then you'll see I'm not opposed to below deck, but I'm just honest about what I see and I give my opinion on what I see. Obviously, there's a context behind it. There's an element of having good TV and good drama, but I just say it how I see it. So tomorrow, guys, 3 o'clock. Check it out. I review a video on Below Deck, the TV show. What is your opinion on inland boating, Bob? Bob, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it. I think it's great. Any kind of boating is fantastic. For me, people ask, what do you do in free time? Like when Jill and I go on vacation, we actually on the water. We rent boats and anything to do on the water is really bizarre because working on a boat and enjoying a boat are two very different things. Fantastic. Okay, guys, I think we've been now running for a long, God, 2.5 hours. Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to call it quits there. Thank you, everybody, for logging into this live chat. It was unplanned. I just decided to do it. Thank you for your support. To all the guys that have done super chat, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't done already, do check out the competition to win a week's vacation on board AWOL. It's only £15, guys. And check out the merchandise. Please subscribe to the channel and check out our social media on Instagram at Super Yacht Captain 1 and Facebook Super Yacht Captain. Guys, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all next time.